Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to our channel, Why Not Now? My name is Steven and this is my beautiful wife, Lisa Marie. So where are we today? Welcome to our channel, Why Not Now? My name is Steven and this is my beautiful wife, Lisa Marie. Where are we today, baby?
We are in Tequisquiapan.
Yep, bienvenidos a Tequis. And we are over here. You guys are gonna come around with us. We're gonna explore like we always do. We're gonna go around, maybe grab a bite to eat, maybe grab our aguas, and just check things out over here.
And so Tequisquiapan is a town of about 73,000 as of 2020 is what I read. We were actually talking to one of the locals here. He actually is at the parking garage working there and is a sweet guy originally from Houston, Texas. And he said he's been living here in Tequis. He says he has no desire to go back to the US. He's actually a Mexican local, and he just was kind of talking to us about different things about the flooding and, you know, shedding some light. So we'll share some of that information with you guys later on. And guys, let's enjoy, let's learn, let's explore the beautiful Tequisquiapan.
All right, guys, let's go.
Okay guys, so we are here in Quiros in Tequisquiapan, and we were actually joking with the lady because we were looking at some of the cheese and we thought, oh look, it's queso de pan. No, but we actually found out that she has some amazing cheese. We were asking her what cheese is very, very important and it is a favorite here in Tequisquiapan specifically. And we heard from the young lady here and la señora that this cheese here that's called La Estrella is very, very important, and it's for 50 años. 50 años. For 50 years, this has been a very important cheese here in Tequis. And I want her to tell you guys in Spanish a little bit la diferencia de esta queso y Oaxaca. So the difference between this type of cheese and the Oaxaca cheese, and por qué es muy rico. Why is it so delicious?
Bueno, este queso es el queso estrella de quesos Quiros. A diferencia de lo que es el Oaxaca, este queso es molido y funde muy rico para las quesadillas. Es una receta de don Manuel Quiros de hace casi 50 años. En marzo próximo cumplimos 50 años y esto es el legado que él dejó aquí.
Gracias. ¿Y esta es, cuánto cuesta y cuánto cuesta?
Este medio kilo 90 pesos y el kilo 160.
160. So half of a kilo is 90 pesos, guys, and then the 1 kilo is 160 pesos. So 160. Okay, so that one is 160 pesos for 1 kilo, and you can come here and get it. It's like she said, it's very delicious for quesadillas. The Oaxaca, one is molido, one is not. As you can see, it's very firm in comparison to the Oaxaca, which you can kind of tear apart. She says the flavor, el sabor is muy fuerte.
Es muy rico.
Muy
Muy
rico.
rico.
So more rich, much more rich and delicious
Flavor,
in
yeah.
comparison to the Oaxaca. So we thank her for showing, because guys, you already know this is ruta del vino y queso aquí en
Tequisquiapan.
So this is known as the root of cheese and wine here in Tequis. They have a lot of vineyards nearby, guys. If you haven't already checked it out, we've done a couple of videos in the past. I'll link that below as well in the pinned comment for the wine tour that we did in La Redonda. We also did, we checked out a cheese farm. So sorry guys, I have to hold my mask here, but you guys can go ahead and check that out. So we'll get back with you guys shortly.
All right, guys, continue walking around over here in Tequisquiapan, and come across this thing right here. I've seen it on a couple of videos before, but that's a cool little thing you did right there. They call it what, pendulum or something like that. Closer view of it. And it swings, it hangs, it swings over there, over like the state. Has the state of the whole thing of Mexico and everything right there. And it's supposed to be like in the center. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Walking around this city is okay. It's a pretty cool little city. A lot of things to do. You can go look for opal. You can do hot air balloon rides and vineyard tours. They're big on cheeses and things over here, wine and cheese. But yeah, we're constantly walking around checking it out, guys, and we're gonna continue to show you as we come across other things. All right, guys, I kind of briefly mentioned how I was feeling about the city, what I was seeing, my first impressions. So I'm gonna ask Wifey here, how does she feel about it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful city. It's very pretty, very, very colorful. I think maybe more on the touristy end, I would have to say, in comparison to Peña de Bernal. We loved it there. I mean, we had a good time, more eateries over there, but this is still a beautiful city. As far as if I had to compare which would be my favorite, I would definitely say Peña de Bernal, hands down. And maybe we'll come back in the future to Tequisquiapan and do like maybe a hot air balloon ride or something like that. That I'm looking forward to. And the opal mines, we came too late. They have like a tour that you can go. We asked the lady and she said it was 450 pesos per person, but if we had 4 people, it would be 400 pesos per person, and they would take you for about 4 hours around to the opal mines. You can get out a little bit. They'll guide you and show you, and I think you could even pick some opals, and I think you can bring it home. I don't know if there's an extra charge or not. I didn't get into that as deep, but that's something that's really good to do. We did check out. You guys saw my husband did some nice footage of the Guiasco, that gazebo, and by the Tequis sign that's over there by, I believe it's Miguel Hidalgo Square. So we've been walking around and showing you guys a little bit here and there. Now we're just gonna go ahead and stroll and see what else we can get into, guys.
Yep. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you this beautiful street right here. We're crossing this thing right here. Not trying to say thing, but it's a Capilla de Nuestro Padre Jesus. Walked up in there. You guys should see some footage of that. That's pretty cool.
Oh, and I actually forgot to mention, guys, we just came from getting something to eat, and normally we would share the food with you, but we didn't this time because honestly, guys, the food was really terrible. I'm just gonna be honest. It not only did it not have any flavor, it lacked flavor. It just wasn't prepared properly. Like our friend ordered something and it wasn't cooked right. She had to send it back. The service wasn't good, and we probably should listen to the local guy at the parking lot who told us go check out the mercado, because you're gonna pay way less and get the same food or decent food in comparison to the other places that are either mid-level or a little bit higher. and their food may not be so great. So I think we should have listened to him. We didn't this time. We wanted to try something out, which wasn't super expensive, but I just had a bowl of like chicken soup and it was very bland. Nothing, even the drinks, like bland. So this place is called El Rincón Tequis, or El Rincón Tequisquiapan, and we wouldn't recommend you guys go there. If you do, guys, end up going there, let us know what your experience has been, but we didn't have a good experience. I really have nothing good to say about that place. Sorry.
Yeah. So if I get something else, like grab a gordita or something like that, I'll put that on film, let you guys see it, and we just go from there. All right, guys.
Guys, we just came across this. This is sweet peanuts. So good. She has almendra. She has nuez, or almonds, pecan, sweet. Here are her prices here. Very delicious, guys. We gotta get some. Hey guys, we continue to walk around exploring Tequisquiapan, and we were mentioning earlier, I think Wifey was mentioning earlier, right? About how this area kind of may have flooded a little bit. Well, not may have flooded, it was flooded over here in Tequis. And we walk over here by Parque La Pila, and it still is a little like remnants of the flood. We'll take you guys over there and show you, because we're looking at it. It's incredible. And this is actually many weeks after, and so there was a misconception, and we learned something new. We thought this area always flooded, it was prone to flooding, and one of the locals here told us no, actually this is the first time it happened this bad in 20 years. Yeah. And he said verbatim, it happened because some fool actually,
that's his opinion
that's
though.
What he said. He said some fool let the water out, open up the dam when we had too much rain, and didn't wait till it was drier, which caused an overflow of water, which caused this problem. And now a lot of the people, so I asked him, I said, what are the people doing here in the area, you know, about their homes, their businesses? And he said that the permission comes from them to open the dam up from a higher level. It's not state level, it comes at the federal level. So he says the federal government here in Mexico is actually going to be paying for to repair these homes and these businesses. So that's what we learned. And my husband's gonna flip it around and show you La Pila. And actually in between this gate here, before we go that way, husband, show the trees, because if you go in, you can actually see, imagine how bad it was, because I actually sent, a truck is coming.
Yep. See how bad it is, guys?
I actually sent, this is actually into the street. I sent a viewer a video. She had asked me about Tequisquiapan. She wanted to know about the rents, and I explained to her that at that point I had not had visited yet. And even if I did, I really can't give a full cost of living, because I feel like you have to really truly live somewhere for a while in order to be able to give a true cost of living. So I just asked around the locals, and they did say the rents were ranging. They can be as low as $5,000. He goes, they can go as high up as 30-something thousand for an apartment or a home. Yeah. So he said here to live in Tequisquiapan, he said he loves it. It's beautiful. It's simple. It's but he said
here it comes.
It is very expensive. He said it is not cheap to live here. And what else did he say? I'll let you chime in on that.
He was saying
it's not coming from us, guys. We're just giving you information.
He's saying that people from San Miguel de Allende, stuff like that, is coming over here, and they are investing over in this area. But he said, but it's causing this.
And
causing inflation.
They don't want that.
You know, that's his opinion. He's a local. He lives here. He used to actually live in the States, in Houston, Texas, a while back, and he came over here and he said, "Oh yeah, I was making USD, but now I'm really making pesos." And
he said it's different when you have the US dollar, but when you're making pesos and we're living here, he said we don't want that to keep going up. So
and he said that people are coming over here and investing in this area, but they're catering to foreigners with the USD or the Canadian dollar or things like that. And it's like he's saying that it's not fair for the area, and he that's his opinion. He really feeling strong about that, and he had his reasons. But yeah, gonna continue to show you.
We can't go in because obviously it's closed, but we're just gonna walk to the gate and just take a peek in at least. Unfortunately, we can't show you guys inside, but there's some water here on the ground, and as my husband's walking by, he'll show you the trees. And guys, imagine, this is just the remnants of it. This is just, oh, it's slippery. It's like many weeks after, and there are videos out there that another young guy, he took a local YouTuber. I just came across his channel, I forgot his name, but I was looking at his video and I forwarded to actually someone that had asked me about the conditions of this block here, and it had water all through it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's over by the cultural center because we want to go to the cultural center, but it's closed right now. But yeah, guys, this is the park that we wanted to come check out. Let me get up in there.
Check this out right over here.
And over here real quick. Yeah.
Incredible, right? Look at that.
Yeah. It's like it looks just looking at it from the street, like you walking by, you're like, oh, it's a pond or like a little lake or something like that. Then you realize, like, wait a minute, that's concrete blocks or whatever. But yeah, guys, we continue to walk around and explore.
Let's see what we're gonna get into next.
Yeah.
So we enjoyed our cappuccino, we had some pasteles, so we had some cake. It was really good. We really enjoyed it, and we just had a good time, just chatted. It was really nice. We couldn't film in there, guys, because they had some classical music playing in the background, so we didn't want to get a copyright. So my husband showed you a little bit of what we had on the table. Hope you guys enjoy that eye candy, and we just hope you enjoyed this video, guys. And remember, live the life that you meant to live. The grateful part, even when it gets hard, guys.
Remember, why not now?